Here of today's game. Let's get right to it. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Cleveland. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Carr now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? Jazzing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on third and goal? Now Carr. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it brings up fourth down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Ed McCaffrey, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Wilson over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Second down and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a third and 2 more. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in position. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jordan Howard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. So on 3rd down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked. Got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work. Like, what kind of play call was that? But it takes a little bit of fortitude to do that. And because you may catch them with the element of surprise and hit it, and in this case, they hit it for pay dirt.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. In on the tackle there, Ray Nitschke, and his heyday, it was before my day, it was before your day, but he was something else. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Howie Long in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here in the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Man open left side is Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Again, Wilson. And Rudolph has it left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Wilson, and that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Kyle Rudolph from 6 yards away. And the Browns are back within a score.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the 2nd half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the 2nd half, they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be 1st down, Detroit. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Dangers of the 1st half. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And an alley to run. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Wilson on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. And how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in the...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Paul Krause. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Second down following the run. Again, it's Howard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Throwing his car on third down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Running with Howard. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Howard. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
Carr. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A big play there out of the running game. 31 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for.
Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Finds his target, Montgomery. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now Wilson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wrap.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kyle Rudolph, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Carr to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now Carr.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Back to throw, Carr. It's caught outright by Graham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And now it looks like they're going to be in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front. But then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tahir Whitehead in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity?